Have you ever had a song stuck in your head, a song that just burrows inside your brain, or a tune that you just can't shake? It plays on a loop in your mind all day long. What if I told you that what gets stuck in your head is what may get built in your life? Welcome back to Next Level with Nathan, the place where we learn to become the gatekeeper of our own minds. Because what we allow in is what we live out. Before we begin, I want to invite you to be a part of the movement. Every time you like, subscribe, or share, you become a vital part of spreading the message of hope and optimism. It helps us connect with someone who might be searching for the clarity to step into their God-given destiny. Thank you so much for being a part of this with me. Now let's talk about one of the most subtle but powerful laws of creation. You've probably heard the old computer programming axiom, garbage in, garbage out. But in the world of consciousness, the principle is even more direct and more potent. It's not garbage in, garbage out. It's garbage in, reality out. The great spiritual teachers from Dr. Joseph Murphy to Neville Goddard all taught that your subconscious mind is the builder of your reality. It is the fertile, creative soul that will grow any seed you plant in it. The crucial thing to understand is that the subconscious mind does not judge. It simply accepts the ideas and feelings that are pressed upon it and goes to work, making them your physical reality. So the question we must ask ourselves is, what seeds are we planting? What songs are caught in our head? This brings us back to that song stuck in your head. Music is one of the most powerful forces on earth. A beautiful melody can bypass our logical mind and speak directly to our subconscious through the language of feeling. A great tune can be a Trojan horse that can carry a payload of powerful words directly into the fortress of your mind. Think about an artist like Jelly Roll. His music is raw and honest, and I really do like his music, but listen to the words we sing along to, especially if it's stuck in your head. Now, Jelly Roll is just an example here, not trying to single him out, but he sings a song entitled Save Me, which was a hit not just on country radio, but top 40 as well. It really was a great tune. The song lyrics in the chorus, the part most people remember and sing all day long as it's stuck in their head, says, "I am a lost cause, baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair, life has shattered my hopes and my dreams." Again, not singling him out per se. There are literally millions of other songs out there the same way. I'm just using this one as an example. He literally sings the two most powerful creative words in the universe. I did another video on it. Those two words are, I am. Not only does he use the word I am, it then follows the I am with phrases like a lost cause and so damaged beyond repair. As I spoke in other videos, I am is a term from God revealed to Moses and used by Jesus himself in the New Testament. I am that I am. The goal is to follow that with a powerful affirmation, not something negative, such as I am healed from my past. Definitely you don't want to follow I am a lost cause in any sense. When you have that on a loop in your head, you're performing a powerful spiritual incantation. You're repeating an affirmation all day long, mixed with the powerful feel of emotion from the music. It is in effect a form of scientific prayer, manifesting the opposite of what you would want. This song and so many like it are inadvertently being used to build a reality of being a lost cause and damage beyond repair. Imagine being sad or depressed and mixing that affirmation in all day long with your feelings because the song may have resonated or it just stuck in your conscious, telling your subconscious this is the reality it must bring into your 3D world. And this garbage in isn't just from music. It comes at us from all angles, most powerfully from the news and our social media feeds. I speak about this from deep personal experience. Before I started this channel, I had another YouTube channel that was all about corruption and politics, and it was much more successful on the surface. I got way more views than my positive videos do now. The algorithm loved the conflict, but I had to stop. I had to realize that day after day, I was immersing myself in the lowest, most divisive energies imaginable. It was slowly wearing my feelings down. My own reality was becoming one of suspicion and frustration. The garbage in was literally poisoning my life, and no amount of external success could justify that internal cost. And my personal story is a small reflection of a massive spiritual sickness we're all facing. Think back to the horrifying national tragedy just a couple of weeks ago after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. On one side, there was righteous anger, grief, a call for justice. And then on the other side, in the dark corners of the internet, there was a chilling energy of celebration, a cheering of what many saw as evil. Regardless of which side you were on, what was the dominant feeling that was broadcast into the collective consciousness of this world? It was hatred. It was division. It was fear. Ask yourself, how many hours did we give to that anger, that shock, that feeling of us versus them? Hours that could have been spent feeling joy with our families, gratitude for our own lives, or peace in our own hearts. We give our most precious resource, our focused feeling, attention to those cycles of strife. And this isn't just a one-time event. It happens every election cycle like a toxic ritual. We are encouraged to choose a side, to demonize the opposition, and to live in a state of perpetual outrage. This poison has seeped into the most sacred spaces of our lives. We've heard all the heartbreaking stories, families torn apart, people mainly on the left, but some on the right as well, refusing to speak to their parents or their children simply because they supported the other candidate. We have allowed our political identity to become more important than our family identity, letting external conflict sever the sacred bonds of love. This garbage in of judgment isn't just political, it can also be religious. I'm a child of the 80s. Think about the judgment that was so often spilled from a place of religious certainty, like the old rhetoric against people in same sex relationships, as if it was anyone else's business, as if they were God or the Holy Spirit and could judge people. That energy of condemnation doesn't just harm the person being judged, it locks the person doing the judging into a low vibrational state of separation and superiority. It's the same energy as the street preacher holding a sign that says, "Repent or be doomed, you are going to hell." He may be driven by what he believes are good intentions, being a genuine concern for souls, but fear is never the most powerful tool for evangelism. Love is. Loving those you disagree with, whether or not they're in a same-sex relationship. All of these examples are powerful, emotionally charged inputs that we allow into our consciousness, and they inevitably create a reality of strife, division, and pain. So what is the antidote? You must become the conscious, deliberate gatekeeper of your mind. The great Florence Scovel Shinn taught that your word is your wand. Are you reciting words of lack and limitation or words of power and abundance? The first step is to simply become aware. Start to consciously listen to the lyrics you sing, or those that are caught in your head, especially. Are they at a minimum neutral? Hopefully they're positive. Now, I'm not a huge Bible thumper, but this is why there is now a market for modern, relevant Christian music, mostly about being victorious through faith. Are the words to your favorite music edifying and positive? Also notice, and I mean truly notice, how you feel after watching the news. Your body is the ultimate truth teller. Do you feel anger or hurt, or are you seeking positive news about the great things people are doing? I know it's harder to find positive news, but it's out there. There is an old saying when it comes to news and which stories to lead with. Editors say, if it bleeds, it leads. Why? Because that sells. Now, I'm not saying live in a bubble and not recognize or learn what is going on in the world, but are you checking out the news, or are you stuck in the echo chambers of the liberal MSNBC, CNN, etc., demonizing the right, calling them Nazis or fascists? Or on the other side, Fox News, Newsmax, or AM Talk Radio, demonizing the left or demonizing the right, or demonizing what they feel, or people judging all the time? Are you spending your time scrolling politics on social media? The Apostle Paul gave us the ultimate guide for a mental diet in Philippians 4:8. He wrote, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." This is a direct spiritual instruction to curate your inputs. In reality, this means curating your playlist, whether it is music, news, or your social media feed. It might be lovingly staying away from certain people, not because you disagree with their politics, but just that you might keep a positive vibration. It means going on an information fast if need be. Take just 3 days off from the news and angry social media feeds and see how your internal state changes. And you must replace, not just remove. When a negative song pops up, have a positive affirmation or a new uplifting song ready to sing instead. This is not about being naive or sticking your head in the sand. It's about understanding that you are a created being. Your primary responsibility is to manage your own energy and your own feeling state. You simply cannot help a world drowning in negativity by jumping into the water and drowning with it. You help the world by standing firmly on the rock of your own peace and power, then extending a hand to others. Just imagine, instead of demonizing the single mom spending her EBT on things you disagree with, which is wrong in many cases, you go to the food pantry or kitchen and serve meals to the real poor who deserve it. Instead of griping about rampant crime in blue ran cities, you volunteer at a youth center and mentor young people. Volunteer at any local church youth group. Today, I invite you to take an inventory of your mental diet this week. What are you allowing past the gate? What songs, what shows, what conversations are you letting plant seeds in the fertile garden of your mind? Choose your inputs as carefully as you would choose your food. Guard the gate with diligence, because what you plant in your mind today is the reality you will walk through tomorrow. Now go out and be the difference. The world needs more creators like you actually creating.